Welcome everybody to the stream. How is everybody doing today? Hollow, you made it here early today. Lizbeth, Pat, welcome. Calica, of course. How is everybody doing today? Oh man, I think it is time we build that bridge that everybody has been bugging me to build since I started this hardcore world. I've had my fill. I think it's time for a bridge. So that is what we shall be doing today, but I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. I've had a pretty good day. I got up at 4 a.m. this morning, which is about 2.5 to 3 hours earlier than I normally wake up. Because my mother-in-law needed a ride to the airport, and so this is my life. Hold on, webcam is a little bit, there we go. I gotta figure something out. My monitors, oh dear, I've made things worse. Technical difficulties, please stand by. Hold on. Oh, yeah, that's the perspective. Good. Right. Yes. Anyways, missed a couple streams. You honestly haven't missed too much on the hardcore world. The main thing we've been doing, we've done a bit of exploration. We built these animal pens, and I've started a little strip mine. So not too much to have been missing. Today is like kind of the first interesting progress we've made this month. I'm finally caught up on the edit for this. So we're actually like cranking on the video. The video that this is all culminating into is about 12 minutes long at the moment. So yes, it is bridge time. Because I'm a little tired. You know what? I'm gonna do it one more time. I did this for the video earlier. No, I don't have the gut. I jumped off this in F5 for the video for content. Just sprint jumped right off the edge while facing myself, because I've made this jump a million times, so I knew that I could. But let me tell you, it feels wrong. It just feels bad, especially in hardcore. So no more of that. I think I've had my fill. But before we get cranking on everything, I do need to figure out, so we're building the bridge, like in the thumbnail. We're building a bridge from about here to over here. We'll probably take out these trees, put a pillar that goes all the way from the water, or like bottom of the water, to here. What I'm trying to figure out is the right materials I want to use, right? We could go for a very classical cottagey kind of feel and go for kind of a cobblestone mix. But my one fear with that is that it's going to be too samey with the walls and the cliffs. So I'm not sure. We could also accent it with leaves, right? We could give it some vegetation, which always looks good. But I would love to hear your thoughts. What do you think would look good on, again, this gap? Just to put it in your mind's eye, like in the thumbnail. But in the meantime, while we think about that, I am going to harvest some wheat, and we got to keep the animal population expanding. Because I'm so very much done with having bad food. It is time to have some steak. But yes, I know I told my wife, I was like, I know I'm getting older because I'm having more trouble staying up late. I'm starting to have more trouble staying up late than I am waking up early. Which is a ominous, I don't know how to describe it other than ominous. It's like, oh no, I can wake up early and it's not the worst thing I've ever experienced anymore. Like 4 a.m. when I was, even like 5-6 years ago, 4 a.m. would have ruined me. In college, I worked at the YMCA. I would be the one to open a gym, a small town YMCA, right? So I was the only one who would show up in the break of dawn, 5:30 a.m. The gym opened, and I had to be there to open the doors. And I would wake up at 5. I would take 10 minutes to speed run getting ready for the morning, and then I'd hit the road, and it was like 15 minutes from where I lived. That broke me. I could not do 5 a.m. back then. Like, I obviously did it, but I did accidentally oversleep at least once, maybe twice. Could not handle it, but now now I did 4 a.m. Wasn't a big deal. So I don't know what that says about me, but I don't feel like it's anything good. Polypore, welcome, welcome. KNW Root Beer, welcome to the chat. I think Spruce, but that's just because I love Spruce. We did pick up Spruce recently, so we do have that to work with. We also have Dark Oak, Jungle, and regular Oak. And I suppose we could get Birch without much trouble. But I'm not building, I don't think I want to build it at least primarily out of wood. I guess I could build a wooden bridge. Might look kind of warm. We'll have to, let me go sleep and then we can have a look. Polypore, how is your day going? Let's see. Let's stick some stuff in the composter, because honestly, I'm doing pretty okay on wheat. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure we will finish this bridge today. It kind of just depends on how quickly we figure things out, but that is okay. We don't have to finish it all in one go. It's not that big of a project. Probably, yeah, probably lined up right about here. Let me reference the material. Right, we have a picture, a very poorly drawn picture that is the plan for this base. Here is the picture for anybody who has never seen the picture. This is the plan, right? So we got our little wheat field here. These will be carrots. We're going to convert down here into a beach. We've already got kind of all the platform work done. And here's the bridge we're building today. This is different than what it's ultimately going to be, but these trees will still happen. This bridge is what we're figuring out, though. And yeah, it does look like we are approximately lining that up in the correct location, right? Right, if we kind of look at it from the same perspective. Yeah. Roundabout. It's not one-to-one, but it was never going to be. My day's been boring. I'm looking at cars to buy. Wrecked mine. Ah, hollow. That's not good. You totaled it by the sounds of it. Hopefully you are well and everybody is okay. I am so sorry to hear that. That sucks. I'm up early every day. I think as we get older, we realize there are less and less sunrises to... That's a very poetic way, but also your body just genetically does adjust. Like, it is human genetics that when the older you get, the less sleep you need, but you still go to bed early. And so you go to bed early, but you don't need as much sleep. So you end up waking up early and then your sleep schedule adjusts. It's just, yeah. Teenagers actually need more sleep, which is why teenagers are known for sleeping in so late. All right, did we come up with any decision? Oh, I am not a big fan of red bricks. I will pass on the bricks, but we could do like stone or heck, I would even do... We have enough... We have enough hay that we could do mud. What do we think? We could do like mud outlined with stone. I know it doesn't make that much sense because it'll be going into the water, but it's got the right it's got good color tones. We do mud pillar, maybe outlined with stone brick, and then kind of a lush, grassy bridge. What do you think? Hollow, that's crazy. I just read, I'm not going to read your name because family friendly, or the name of your car, but that's a heck of a name for a car. I see a vote for mud bricks. Do we think mud brick bridge sound good? At the very least, I can start farming some mud bricks because I'm going to use mud bricks at some point. They are one of my favorite blocks. So how am I doing? I should have quite a bit of dirt. Yeah. And then hay. Then we can make the packed mud, but I do have to actually make it into mud. I know I gotta... Do I not have bottles anywhere? I swear. Okay, I do. Not very many, but... Really like that bridge idea. Excellent. Excellent. Yeah, I think we're onto something there. Help me remember, folks. We don't have Sandra here today, so we have to... I'm going to need everybody to band together to help me remember that when I actually start building, we need to start a time lapse. Right now, we're good, but... Kind of reminds me of those nature bridges in Europe. Yeah, that's actually exactly kind of what I have in mind, so that'd be great. Okay, I need to... Considering mud is one of my favorite bricks, or favorite items, I need to get a lot better at farming mud. Okay, I keep getting confused because out of the corner of my eye, what I see is the water tone through the clear bottle, and it confuses me for a split second about whether I've refilled the bottle or not. I built a mud farm in my forever world because mangrove swamps were far away and rare. I don't think there's any mangrove swamps, right? The only swamp I can think of, I know there is a swamp way off that way. I think right about there, perhaps, but it's not mangrove. So yeah, I think if we want mud, this is pretty much what we're doing. Should put music on. I have music on. Can you not hear the music? The music might be a little bit quiet. Let me turn it up just a tad. Let me know how that sounds, folks. Don't hear it? Yeah. You know, I keep getting my audio levels a little mixed up lately, so I wouldn't be surprised. It's definitely there. You probably would just have to blast your head volume, but I did just turn it up a little, so let me know if you hear it better. We're gonna be here a minute if I don't figure out a better way to farm this. This is the absolute worst way I could be doing this. Okay. No more goofing off. Let's do this right. I know how to do this better, so I'm going to do this better. Have my earbuds in to hear it. Well, see, here's the thing. Of course I hear it because two giant speakers blasting into directly into my ears. But let's see what else is going on. Oh, I was just editing with you today. I'm excited to figure out their names. I don't get birds very often in this game, so like when I do get parrots, I get very excited about it because I think they're very lovely Minecraft mobs. It's more efficient, I swear. I just placed these initial batch of dirt blocks kind of wrong. I hope this stream doesn't give you a headache, because I'm going to be doing this a lot for a little bit. Were you part of the group that knew Vikings announcement yesterday? Yes, I did. I did. That was, yeah. I'm very happy. I'm very, very happy for him, because they've been together a hot minute, you know? And YouTube is one of those jobs where it can become very, very lonely if you're not careful. Like I've heard some creators say, you know, they never meet anybody because they never have time to meet anybody, because sometimes being a creator, it's the best job, but it does consume your life if you let it. And so to find some balance where there's something that is bringing you joy outside of your content, very important and can be very difficult. And Viking works hard. Like, I don't know a lot of people who work as hard as Viking does, because he's streaming almost every day, every week. It's a lot. And on top of that, he's editing videos. I believe he is still a one-man show, so massive props to him for making that happen. I've never met his lady friend, but they seem like a match made in heaven. What was the announcement? Yeah, so Viking's engaged. Viking is engaged to his girlfriend of at least a couple years. Now fiance. I haven't even checked how much I've actually made at this point, because I just know it's going to be disheartening if I do. Yeah. Anybody seen the new Supergirl movie, by the way? I honestly had no idea it was coming out. I've heard very mixed reviews. I've heard some people say it's great. I've heard some people say it's terrible. And it is, let's be honest, it's Supergirl. It is one of those movies that people are going to hate no matter how good it is, because interesting female character, yada, yada, yada. But from what I've heard of the plot is very low stakes for most superhero movies. Like, I love Crypto, you know, Crypto the dog, not cryptocurrency. Crypto the dog. My understanding is pretty much the stakes of the movie is Crypto is in mortal danger and Supergirl needs to go save Crypto. Which, like, oh no, Crypto. But, you know, considering all the Fate of the Universe movies that has, like, the problem with superhero movies is the scale has escalated so much that stakes are like inconceivably big at this point. Oh, that was a mistake. Which I can appreciate that this movie, you know, backs off that. We don't need these massive stakes, but I'm not sure they made up for it in other ways, right? I don't know. I haven't seen it. I need to see it. Water Ghost, welcome to the stream. Hollow, you saw it. You liked it. Good. I'm more of a Marvel fan myself. And see, I would have 100% agreed with you, but Marvel has just been so rough the last couple of years. It's brutal. Absolutely brutal. Not that they can't turn it around, but I don't know how they will turn it around. I'm not a huge DC or Marvel fan. My friend brought me for free. I really liked it because her character hadn't decided to be a, quote, hero per se. So this movie was like her finding herself. See, and that, yeah, there's always a lot of potential for superhero movies that are kind of a coming of age story, like superheroes coming into themselves. I think that's in a lot of ways why Deadpool was a bit of a late arrival to the Marvel universe. But, you know, he was an anti-hero. He wasn't he didn't naturally have this compulsion for justice. At least in the same way. And that's kind of what made him interesting, because he was different. Marvel is coming back, I feel, with this next Spider-Man. Oh, I am curious about it. I haven't kept up with that. I didn't. All the Spider-Man movies have been banger. Like, nothing wrong with. Oh, the last one. Which one was the one? Was it Into the Spider-Verse? I'm being an idiot here. Not the animated one. The one that had Tobey Maguire and Andrew. Oh, not Andrew Jackson. Andrew Garfield. Which one was that? No Way Home? I think that was No Way Home. Yeah, that one was great. I loved that movie so much. They've been... Oh, this is a heated conversation. So, what do you guys like better? Do you think the original Tobey Maguire Spider-Man or the newer Marvel Spider-Man is better? I think there is arguments for both. And here's what I'll say. Obviously, it's hard to compare them. Different time periods. When the Tobey Maguire ones came out, they were like kind of one of the first superhero movies being made, or first ones that were like serious, you know? There's the old Batman movies and such, but they were always very cartoonish. And, you know, of course the Tobey Maguire ones had that, but they took him much more seriously as a character than most superhero movies had. And I think a lot of people look back and see how corny they were, because looking back, they are way more corny than it felt like back in the day. But I think people see the corniness and compare it to modern superhero movies, like specifically MCU movies, and think it's just lame. But I don't know, man. I think it's a product of its time, and to be able to execute on a Spider-Man vision that well with that little like experience making superhero movies, you got to respect it. But that said, Tom Holland's killed it, you know? Like Tom Holland, Zendaya, I feel terrible about this. Whoever the guy is who plays Ned, they've all knocked it out of the park. It's been great. And I can't argue. I can't argue with that, you know? Can't argue with results. It's the Hulk standalone movies that were hard to watch. Oh, those were brutal. Yeah, those were really bad. So I think ultimately I feel the Marvel ones are better, and I don't think that's a wildly controversial opinion, but yeah. It's funny to see how people's opinions on the Tobey Maguire trilogy have changed over the years, because people loved them, then they hated them, and I think they're circling back around to loving them. Everybody, by the way, since there's some new people joining the stream a little late, if you want to know what we are up to, we are going to be building a bridge today, connecting this gap, because I've been just jumping into the water precariously. And this is hardcore. I should not be taking even small risks like that, you know? Not unless I need to. It's a very unnecessary danger to be giving myself. And we are, and so we're farming up some mud because I want some packed mud for that. Which I think I need a little bit more than what I've got here. I don't think I'd feel confident with anything less than 5 stacks. Well, hold on. I make packed mud so rarely. It doesn't increase based on, no, it's 1-to-1. Okay. Oh, I should go harvest some more of my wheat because I'm blasting through my supplies. And then, okay, that makes 4. So it is perfectly, it's 1-to-1. Okay. Let's real quick breed up the animals and then go harvest another batch of wheat. Did you finally get your trident? Nope. Nope. I'm just admitted defeat, and also we're just at a point in the video where I need to do some more building and get some more progression rather than just keep messing around in the world. So we'll probably before long be working on the actual starter base, which I'm very excited for, because I feel like this world has been in a half-baked state where it's like, it's nice, like there's details in it that are nice. Like I like how these animal pens are designed, for instance, and I like the shape of the island, and I like the bucket list, but all the like extra stuff that makes those things not feel out of place isn't done. Like we don't have the build, we don't have the trees, we don't have just a bunch of details that this island still needs. Superman, I will go back to the 70s and 80s for us. I don't think I've ever watched any of the like old Spider-Mans. I've watched some of the old cartoons, but can't remember the name of the guy who ended up paralyzed. I can't remember why he was paralyzed, but very famous Superman. Very famous and beloved. Never saw any of his Superman movies. I think the furthest back I've gone is Henry Cavill. Hood. Who's it? Oh, Maya, welcome. Welcome. Every time you cliff dive, it would give me a slight panic attack. Hey, there'll be at least one more of those before the job's done. Why is that not working right? Clicking, but there's maybe a small amount of lag that is making it so it's not registering my second click to replant the crop. See, that should have planted for sure. Christopher Reeves, right. Thank you. Fun conversation to join in on. I was gonna say that I am excited because they are introducing the hand to the next Spider-Man. Isn't that the hand is the inspiration for the foot in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, correct? I don't remember if it was straight up parody or if they were genuinely meant to be in the same universe. Now see, my wife knows these things. I guarantee you if my wife was like right here next to me, she would have the answer off the top of her head. And it's funny because she's not even like that big of a superhero nerd. Just for some reason, TMNT knowledge living rent-free in her mind. And honestly, valid. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That franchise. It's got all the potential in the world, and in the last like 2 decades has just been squandered, and it breaks my heart. Has anyone watched Spider Noir TV show yet? I have not. Norway just won what? Is there some sort of important event happening today that I do not know about? Is it sports ball? Because I don't do sports ball. I don't know nothing about sports. Kunlun and these 5 people separated to try to find immortality, and they were 5 fingers of the hand. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, I'd be very curious to see what they do with that. I don't think I've seen the trailer for the new Spider-Man movie. I'd be curious if they're going to presumably they will not permanently end the relationship between MJ and Peter, aka Zendaya and Tom Holland, because that's like obviously such a strong fan favorite. I mean, I guess they could end it permanently, but I doubt they will. So I'm curious what path they will take to fixing that, because if you don't remember, I mean, spoilers for those who maybe have not seen the MCU Spider-Man movies. Tom Holland basically gets a wish granted that he is forgotten, his identity is forgotten from everyone, and like nobody knows who he is, which includes everyone he knows. So, like, a lot of people forget who he is as a person. It's pretty messed up. Joanne, it's your birthday. Happy birthday. Or is it okay? It's around your birthday at least. My birthday gift got delivered today and I'm not allowed to look at it. Oh, your birthday's coming up. Oh, that sucks. That's brutal. Okay. You probably don't need to harvest anymore. Oh, well, there's some wheat just sitting on the ground I need to pick up. Even more so, we definitely don't need to harvest anymore at the moment then. Peter Parker can never have a girlfriend, right? Sandra, I'm so glad you're here. We were talking about this earlier. Sandra, you need to help me remember your job. You have a job today. You're the only person. You've proven yourself very trustworthy in this job position. When I start building a bridge, I'm going to be building a bridge right here. When I start building anything over here, I need a reminder to start recording. Because you know how it works up here. It don't work up here. So I need reminders. And if I do forget, it is your fault, just so you know. It couldn't possibly be my job, you know, the person whose job it is. No, it'd be your fault. Just like it's Catherine's fault when Kevin died. Okay, let's see. I need some more dirt. I don't think I have any more dirt here. I mean, it's not a big deal if I need to go farm up a little bit more dirt, but yeah. Okay, this will be good enough for the moment. Sandra to the rescue. Reminder to record All Hail the Bridge. There you go. Good practice. Don't remind him until halfway through. Hey, Maya, don't be trouble now. Can't have chat revolting on me. What would a streamer possibly do if chat gave him a hard time? That never happens. Not gonna be this week, but probably next week we will go ahead and get that extra day of streaming going. I'm not gonna like hard promise that just yet, but I'm kind of thinking next week we will be adding Wednesday to the list. So this week, Tuesday and Thursday streams. Next week, probably Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And then going forward, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Okay, yeah, this outer layer is too ambitious because this is a lot further to be moving my wrist. Ah. Congratulate. Wait, who got a job? Joanne, you got a job. Let's go. Excellent. In this market, I'm very happy to hear that. That's like a real accomplishment. You do not have to share, but I would be curious if you want to share your... Oh, reception at a fitness center. Hey, there you go. That was one of my first jobs too. That was my second job. When I was talking about the YMCA earlier, that was my job. It's a good job. Yeah. Congrats. That's awesome. Everybody wish Joanne a congratulations in chat. Okay. Yeah. That should be good right there. You know what? Maybe we have a stack of normal packed mud on hand. Because it's good for texturing. Okay, let's see where we get with this. Oh, and I do need some stone bricks, which I should still have a little bit of stone bricks. Oh, please tell me I have stone bricks. Crap! crap. Crud. Grapes. Carp. Dang it. We'll probably use a little bit of this just for some texturing down towards the bottom. That is not going to be enough to work with. Okay. We'll figure it out when we need to. Figuring out how many hours my body can handle that type of job, starting at 9 hours a week. Okay, I mean, yeah, that's a good start. Wishing you luck. 9 hours of income every week. That adds up. Megan's here. Hey, Megan, welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome. Hope you are doing well today. We're finally building the bridge. Everybody's been bugging me to build. It's time. It's definitely time to build the bridge. And actually, now that I'm thinking about it, where is the best place to start? Okay, I do want to build it there, so yeah, we'll line up there. Shoot. Walked all this way and then I realized I needed to turn those into bricks. Reminder to record. Thank you, Sandra. But as soon as you reminded me, I left. Greetings from the burrow. The bearded dragon, welcome. But yeah, there you go. I used to work at BK in the mornings for 2.5 hours a day. Loved it just to get out of the house, but I was told I make too much money. I'm disabled. Oh man, I worked with Medicare folks, and disability, that is a tale as old as time. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. That sucks. All right, let's get to building. For real this time, right? I have everything I need. Yeah, at least for now. Oh yeah, paths are like, I think, my next priority on the build before building the actual starter bases. Just navigating this island is a pain. There's not really any right way to do it at the moment. I learned some mistakes from my paths in Everwake. Is just because the paths are aesthetic doesn't mean they're good. Because I almost never use certain paths because they're just so far out of the way. Okay, that should be about right. Oh my gosh. Really? The post, I think... Okay, no, it should go a bit, but it looked like it lined up perfectly with that hole. Probably it's about halfway. Maybe a little bit. Yeah, probably right about here. Oh, and I need to make sure. Okay. Faster, faster, faster. Sandra, thank you for the reminder, because I did forget to record. Oh, you're a lifesaver. Thank you, Sandra. You're good at your job. I need to know how many other streamers do you know of that give specific people in their chat jobs? Takes a village. Takes a village to make a YouTube video. Place. Thank you. Did start recording, yes. Yes, yes. Oh, hopefully this isn't too dark, guys. How is the viewing experience right now? Is it super hard to make out? Like, is YouTube kind of ruining this? Didn't even think about that. It's okay. We won't be doing this part for super long. I actually, you know what? I don't need. Okay, I can do 3x3 and that will be fine. It is about to be sleep time. He'll try. Thanks. I'm gonna have to go. Have a great stream and don't die, bearded dragon. Thank you. I'm doing my best. I'm gonna get a snack, popcorn, and or ice cream cone. Oh, popcorn or ice cream cone. Popcorn. As long as you don't have braces. Let's see. Yeah, I feel like we are kind of blasting through our mud at an alarming pace. Ah, the classic. If you don't count, you always need more of a material than you think you do. Is an unfortunate reality. Now we have a nice wall to swim up against. Would look better if there was a boat. Maya, what do you want from me? There's a boat right there. There's a boat right there. Check it out. Boat. Wow, boat. It's fancy. Magic. It's a boat. Wow. Wow. Built a whole temple for boats last month. There's no pleasing the boat folks, which I am now one of. So, all hail boats, I guess. The boat you accidentally made. Yeah, exactly. But hey, I left it, right? I didn't have to. And it won't stay there. Fine, you want boat? Hey, what about this boat, huh? What about that one? Boat. Wow, boat. You could use your Nautilus for the underwater building. Oh, wait, you're so right. What am I doing? Thank you. Great idea. No, Maya, it's two boats. You're so right, I should be using my Nautilus. Although, honestly, at this point, I don't know if... Yeah, no, okay. There's enough left. Might as well. Break the lead. We got a couple drown, but I don't think they're anything to worry about at the moment. If anybody wants to see a funny moment, go to last week's hardcore stream and see me try to sleep in a boat. I was very dumbfounded when it didn't work. I don't know if this actually made this easier or harder, but certainly a little bit less time consuming. Dog I'm watching just threw up all over the floor. That sucks. Glad that's your job and not mine. I've dealt with plenty of dog fluids in my life. Oh. No trident men, which is just fine with me. Let's get this one too while we're at it. Excellent. Please don't get mad at me, mods, but I just noticed that the silhouette of the bridge in the thumbnail kind of looks like an IUD. You're right. I should just end the hardcore world right now. That's a bit much. Guys, I swear, I just drew a bridge. It was a bridge. It's a bridge. I promise. You can't do this to me. Don't do this to me, guys. I don't have it in me. No, it's a bridge. Guys. What if I just want to play Minecraft for once and not be told that my bridge looks like an IUD? Dang it, does that mean I need to change the... Wait a minute. Does that mean I need to change the shape of the bridge, or are you guys gonna call it the IUD bridge? No. It's all gone wrong. It's all gone wrong. What have you done? What have you done? You messed it all up. Stupid. Oh no. Oh no. The IUD bridge. At least it's not the IED bridge. Oh, hi. I think this is deep enough. I think I can live with the fact that this is slightly not attached to the ground on this corner. Megan, thank you. Keep the IUD bridge. All right, fine. But we're not calling it that. At least not officially. Oh man. Start streaming, they said. It'll be fun, they said. And then they never told me about chat calling your bridge an IUD. Oops. Ow. I don't have quite enough tough bricks. It's okay. I'm gonna need a lot more mud anyway. Yeah, for sure. All right, well, all that work, and we have that much of a bridge. We've almost broken above the waters of the sea level. Oh dear. So, yeah, this might take a little bit, but not too bad. See what I mean? This island is rough to navigate. Okay, you know what? I'm fixing this right now. This has bothered me so many times. There we go. That one too. That one as well. You were fine with Moist Kevin, but not an IUD bridge. It's because Moist Kevin was... I don't know. You got kind of a point there. I'm not actually that bothered by IUD bridge. It's just dumb. Let's see. And let's be real, chat. You have a lot more fun when you know you got me than when I just roll with the punches. Let's see. Better. Significantly. Oh, that has bothered me for ages. I knew I'd fix it at some point. I just didn't know when. Moist Kevin was an icon. He's still there. He's now in the, he's in a garage in Everwake. By the way, last episode of Everwake did not get pushed to all the Everwake viewers. So if you like Everwake, I did post an episode like 2 weeks ago, where I built like a temple for boats and some other stuff, and you should go check it out. It's like the last video on my channel. Definitely worth a watch. Just clearing up a little inventory space. I think we're gonna need to go get some dirt. If only I had a bridge to go check my other chests. Need a bridge to build bridge. The worst type of paradox. This is the reason I don't use Deep Slate. Yeah, I don't really know why they decided Deep Slate should be directional, because I'm gonna be honest, the textures aren't different enough to make it to really matter. They're just different enough to be annoying. It was a short video. Yeah, it was. All my videos have been about that length. I am working. I'm telling you this. This video right now, it's about 12 minutes long. But at least episode 1 of this series, I'm not satisfied unless it's at least 20 minutes long, and it's probably gonna be about 30 before it's all said and done. I'm also not releasing this one until at least episode 2 is close to done, because I don't want to make people wait a million years for the second episode. And they will get released in very quick order. Let's see. Okay, do I have dirt in here? Oh yeah, I actually do got a few stacks of dirt. Okay, that might save us a little bit of farming. We might as well grab some melons. We're not quite off. We're not quite on a steak diet just yet. Look, I watch 3-hour videos on the regular. I used to, man, but it's so hard to make, like... I've made a couple videos that are over an hour long, and they took me months to make. Like, each of those videos was at least a 2-month process. Ah, creeper! Did you see that jump? Nobody behind me, right? Oh, kind of tickled my throat wrong. Ooh, eyes watering. Whew. All good. Just gotta give a second for the tickle to leave my throat. Woo. Okay. And we go back to farming some mud. Mud was the right material, I swear. It's worth it. Still a vegetarian in this world. No, I'm not that. First food I had in the world was a bunch of steak, or a bunch of pork chops. No tridents, don't care. All that jumping and all that turning to try to jump up this flawlessly without bouncing off the walls, and I think I hit every single block. Can you compile all the Everwake videos? You and Viking get all that ad revenue from longer videos. You know, I have thought about doing that. If nothing else, because we kind of made a new season when we beat the dragon, so that would have condensed probably well, but it might be worth it. I don't know. I feel like when there's a playlist, there's not a whole lot of logic to it, but it is, frankly, it's a little bit of extra easy money, so I probably should do that. Wouldn't be crazy hard to do. Oh, my poor inventory. What did it ever do to deserve this? Let's see. Be funny if you get the trident, then you make the bridge. Honestly, that would be like ideal and be great for content. Haven't seen any pillager patrols in a while, which makes me a little bit suspicious. I feel like I'm going to be seeing one soon. Okay, this dirt is growing way too fast. The heck, dude. Let me also really quick while I'm thinking about it, make another stack of tough bricks. Kill the grass around it. I probably should. Yeah. I don't know if it's like, I don't really think it's making this process that much less optimal though. And it's kind of a hassle. So, tough bricks. That's what I came over here for. There we go. Did I get my new chair? Yes, indeed. Old chair over there. Very broken here. I'll show you guys the new chair. Oh, Ewin Racing. They are the best for sending out this chair. They sent out the old one as well. This chair is very, very, very cool. It's got a little knob right here that adjusts the lumbar support. So I got like a piece that pops in and out based on how far I spin the knob. Nice magnetic neck pillow. Adjustable, I know you can't see it super well, but adjustable armrests, reclines, all the good stuff. The old chair, which I have beaten into submission over the last couple years, it's not feeling so hot anymore. This bad boy, yeah. Here, I'll bend down the webcam for this moment. I will need to do a little integration ad in my next video about it. But honestly, good deal. Yeah, this chair, super broken. Let's see if I can actually finally, now that I have another chair. This back does not hold my weight anymore. I wonder if I can just snap it off. Not quite. Oh no, I'm showing my dogs for free on the internet. Whoops. Nobody be weird. Be cool, be cool. Let's see, get the webcam fixed. Look at those legs and toes. I know, for free. I can't believe I did that. That was a mistake. At least monetize it, you know? I goofed. That's it. I don't know which one of you is already on Wikifeet posting this, but I just want you to know I'm disappointed. Only Josh, dear God. Dear God. Could you guys really not hear what I was saying? Was I just the madman raving, like, muffled sounds in the corner, messing around with a chair? That's hilarious. My viewer count went up! No, guys, I swear, I'm a Minecraft streamer. You can't do this. You can't do this to me. I've had a severe and severe and continuous lapse. I've had a severe and continuous lapse of judgment. Whoops. Sometimes it pays to be vain and check your webcam and make sure you're not looking stupid in it. Because then you notice, wait a minute, I'm seeing a little bit too much of myself. Seeing 100% me and not and 0% Minecraft. That's way too much dirt again. Got 5 ads in a row? The heck? Is there can anybody remind me if there is settings for how many ads show on Twitch? Because I need to change that if it's that bad on my Twitch. On YouTube, I know I have some control, but I don't know about Twitch. I know I can, like, cause an ad to be played at the press of a button, but I don't know if I can, like, limit it. Ads on Twitch are horrible. That's rough. I'm working on paths in my world while watching, and I got distracted by the chair and got blown up by a creeper. Oh, thank God you're not playing hardcore. Now, imagine how meta it would have been if I got distracted reading your comment about you getting distracted and I got blown up by a creeper and died. And then it would be, let's see, I got distracted about you getting distracted and dying to a creeper, which caused me to die to a creeper. And then it becomes a whole thing. Is this what you guys subscribe for? Like, when you agreed to view, is this the sort of weird random tangents you want, or am I off base here? Am I a little lost in the sauce and you're all hoping I'll rein it in? Because we're not going to rein it in. I regret to inform you, this is just who I am. Y'all, Lunar Phase is starting soon, and I don't know if you saw, they posted a new trailer which revealed some of the terrain, and it's also my first look at the terrain. I'm very excited. Lunar Phase SMP, if you don't know, started by Emchu, EMCHMU, I believe. Lots of people in it. Lots of Skyblock people. Some other big names, like I believe Mog Swamp is going to be in it. Very cool SMP. Cool loose lore around it that we will play into but not necessarily be part of. And I believe there is kind of more things happening in the long run of the server that we don't know about yet. It's a suspicion. I have no strong evidence of that. But I would recommend it. It's a 30-day long SMP that will start, I believe it's starting July 11th, and I will be streaming it quite a bit, so make sure you keep an eye out for that. Stop worrying about what people want and be yourself. Oh, I appreciate that, Luke. I was joking. But I do appreciate the encouragement. Yeah, to be clear, why worry about something you can't change? I can't change who I am. I'm a goofy little goober guy. And sometimes I do silly ADHD things, and that is perfectly fine. Oh dear, I accidentally pressed a button and reloaded the shaders and everything lagged. Let's see. I'm excited for Lunar Phase. Me too. Me too. It's going to be very fun. How many days in we in? 145 now. Am I getting better at this? Or am I just plateaued? Taz. TAS. Well, I read TAS and I think, what is it? Tool assisted speedrun? Why the sun crooked? It's the shaders I got. I got a, I like vanilla shader is what it's called. And it's kind of, it can be a little bit confusing because things look mostly normal until you're paying attention and you go, wait a minute. Why is there a shadow being cast? That's not vanilla. Wait a minute. Why is the sun crooked? That's not vanilla. It's just small change. Looks a lot like Vibrant Visuals. Yeah, I used to use a slightly more noticeable shader pack. And honestly, I still prefer it to this one, but this one works with Voxy, which is why I have absolutely ridiculous render distance and can see super, super, super far. I would much rather have Voxy than complementary reimagined shaders. Although, my understanding is there might have been some improvements in there, so I need to look back into that. Watched a lot of Feinberg recently, and chatters have been saying that when he does what? I have a confession to make, is that I only heard of Feinberg recently, and I think I ran into him in a Discord, and I still have very, very little idea of what he actually does, what his content is and such. The name does ring a bell, so it makes me feel like I should know this person, but I don't know how long they've been making content. I know literally nothing but the name. So could somebody fill me in a little bit on Feinberg? If I'm even saying their name right. Feinberg. It's like, is it a U or an E? I can't remember. On the freeway again, keep losing signal. Oh, that's rough, Ducky. Focus on the road. Focus on the road. Stay in school. Smoking kills. Just what other PSAs can I get in there? When are Mojang going to get Vibrant Visuals on Java? I don't know. I think, I mean, there's no, like, official information, but I would guess next year. Shaders are a very complicated thing, because the problem is it's not that hard to make shaders. It's hard to make shaders that run well, and that's always kind of the thing with Minecraft is they're always fighting a battle to maintain performance on weaker systems, right? You gotta, because especially like, it's kind of hard to explain the tech issues with Minecraft. Java is not the problem, which, so there was a belief for a long time that Java, the coding language that Minecraft is coded in, was just inherently worse than C++, which is what Bedrock's coded in. That's not really the case. The main reason that Bedrock exists is so that it can be used on consoles and mobile, right? Java coding language, you can't make a mobile game with. But the code is generally better written for Bedrock, which sounds crazy because Bedrock is the, you know, bug rock and all that. But on an infrastructure level, Bedrock is written better. So the problem with Java is that there's still some code that remains from like 2009. I don't know perfectly how old it is, but they're constantly building on what is ultimately a flawed foundational layer of this game that limits the ultimate the overall performance of the game. And in order to fix that, they have to go back and make really big structural differences to the game. The lighting engine is one of those things. The rendering and lighting engine that makes shaders. That's tough. They just recently, for anybody who's been keeping up with snapshots, they switched from OpenGL to Vulkan. And both of those are, for lack of a better word, they are, to really simplify, they are tools that give Java the addition, or the ability to render visuals better. Maybe at all, honestly. It's a very, very crude comparison to say it that way, because that's not a really accurate. But basically, yeah, they are the tool in which Minecraft uses to create its visuals. OpenGL is the older of the two. Vulkan is kind of the new guy on the block that's better. And they've recently switched from OpenGL to Vulkan in order to pave the path for vibrant visuals, which is a big step. It's a very big step, and it shows that they're making like very serious progress. Lunar is going to be partner play. I actually don't think it is. I think most people are partnering up, but I don't think it's a rule that you have to be partnered. And yes, my partner, I am partnering with somebody on a project, but it has been decided to keep secret, at least for the moment. I don't know how long, if it will be all the way up until we actually get started, but I'll drop a little hint. Let me see. What hint can I give? It's an SBK member. There you go. Random Caesar, welcome to the stream. We are working on a bridge, and we need a lot of mud for it, because most of the bridge is going to be made of mud. So we're doing all right. We definitely need to finish out the stack. Is anybody getting like hyper focused on the fact that I managed to build a different shape every time I rebuild this platform? And I don't know why I'm doing that. I really don't. It shouldn't be that hard to just build a 5x5. What's SPK? SBK, Skyblock Kingdoms. It's a fairly popular Minecraft SMP. A lot of cool people on it. I was part of season 1 for a little bit. It's got like Viking Pilot. It's got a lot of people. I'm just struggling with it. It's got Lagundo. At least it did. I don't know. Yeah, I had to be careful a little bit, because I know some details about season 3 that I'm not going to get into, because I know members who may or may not be in season 3, and I need to keep things quiet before I say something that I should not. But yeah, highly recommend it. It's in a season break right now. Season 2 just ended, and they're going into season 3. Yeah, lots of people I can name, like Vintage Applesauce, Rubico, The Fool, Devin, Nukery. It's just I was trying to think of who are like the most popular people. People that, like, if you've never heard of SBK, who are you gonna have the highest odds of having heard of before? Yeah, actually, the real question is right now is, do I have enough wheat? I'm not sure I do. What a comfortable looking bed. A little joke for last stream, if anybody's confused. Oh, poor inventory. What did it do to deserve this? You can tell us. I won't tell anyone. Nah. I'm actually curious. Who here in chat did you say you're going to be on season 3? I did not say no such thing. No. Let's not put words in my mouth. I said no such thing. Don't bait talker into Josh. But yeah, I'm actually curious in chat how many of you are SBK watchers, because it's always interesting to know. Like I do run in a lot of SBK circles in the creator community, but I don't. I'm always curious to see how that kind of thing translates to an audience, right? Just because these are people I talk to doesn't mean that I share an audience with them, if that makes sense. So I'm curious how much overlap there is. There's one. Should be able to use little wool carpet. Oh, Brilliana, thank you. Thank you so much for the resub. Highly appreciated. 9 months. Dang. Some of y'all are like really getting up there in. No way. I don't like that. 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 I've never fought one of these guys and I don't want to do it in hardcore. How many arrows do I got? 6. Well, I was caught very unprepared, but this is my first time ever fighting one of these guys, and I'm not super eager to do it in hard. I shot the horse. I meant to shoot him. It's going great. Where's the spear guy? I want him dead. It's not worth it. You know, I haven't fought enough spear guys. I hated that. That scared the ever-loving daylights out of me. Now there's gonna be mobs all over the island. Ooh, that could have been bad. I was in a session the other day where I messed around near a camel jockey, like a camel husk jockey, and that like wrecked me. I did not realize how hard those things were to get away from, so it like killed me really quickly and easily. So it struck the fear of God into me a little bit. And actually, I'm glad that happened because I'm not sure I would have been as careful if that hadn't happened. But yeah, that's why I was so scared, is just flashbacks to that moment and how dangerous they are. Yeah. I am bummed I killed the zombie horse. That was a shame. No creepers gonna sneak up on me. Okay, there's a guy down there. Is this the guy with the spear? No. Spear guy should have probably turned into a drown. I don't know, or he just despawned. I don't know. Everybody breathe. We are not dead. The hardcore world is fine. Unpleasant. Stopped watching my dog Mia for 5 minutes and her new stuffed toy is all over the living room. That's brutal. Nobody sneaking up on me because I know there was a creeper down there. I need to make some more arrows. Okay. I'm gonna have to go back and watch the VOD later just to see my face when I saw that thing, because genuinely that was some of the most like fear I have felt in Minecraft in a hot minute. I did want that zombie horse though. I'm a little disappointed about that, but hey, you know, you take care of the world first. There can always be a second one, but you only get one death in hardcore. This is definitely not the setting to experiment against fairly tough enemies you've never fought before, you know? What were we talking about before all of this? I have no memory. Nala, welcome. Yeah, we just I just ran into a zombie Nautilus jockey. Sure, those zombies holding spears on horses, and put the fear of God into me because I have like never fought. I've never fought those, and I was certainly not about to do it in hardcore. So. Oh yeah, we were talking a little bit about SPK. I don't have too much to say there. Like, not much to say at the moment. Season 3 has not started yet. I tried to thread the needle. Yeah, still need more wheat. You don't ever really need a wheat farm this big. I mean, okay, I guess I could have bigger and be able to make more mud in one go, but like at the rate I am producing wheat, I effectively am never running out of wheat when I need it, you know? Didn't Looney do what in UHCG? Have I opened the Nether yet? Nah, I'm still, believe it or not, I'm still recording episode 1, even though I'm over 146 days into this world. It's definitely, this is a slow burn project for sure. Okay, let's see where we get with this many. Killing 4 withers at a time. Yeah, Looney's just a cracked. I don't know what to say about people like Looney, because I've played this game since alpha and I will never be remotely that good. I just won't. Like, I could go on a training arc and maybe I could end up like good, but Looney's just crazy, you know? And I just, you know, tip the hat. Like, Looney is next level. And the crazy thing is I've talked to Looney about this, and he's like, yeah, and I'm not even like that good compared to some people. And it's true, there are just some people who are just good. I'm honestly, I'm not that good at games in general. Like, you know, Minecraft is one of the games I'm probably best at, but I just don't have a lot of natural ability when it comes to video games. I don't know what it is. I love them, but I watched him do that 5 times in a row on one of his streams while chatting with chat, just nonchalant. What did me or somebody else? What happened? Few of us are Looney, and he is insane for killing 4 with. Yeah, that was ridiculous. Oh, you watched Looney do it. Yeah. Yeah, Looney's just, yeah. Cracked. Okay. One more time for old time's sake, you know? Let's go. All right, back to building. I fought a wither once. It didn't go too good. Yeah, that's... Am I right? Here, what can I fill this with cheaply and easily? Some wood. Okay, I need air. I'm sure I gave somebody a panic attack while I was working my inventory like that. But I like the calm streams like yours. Hey, thank you, Brilliana. It is streamed by it is calm by necessity because I just don't have it in me to be somebody who is highly energetic for hours at a time, you know? Just not who I am. That's one thing that does kind of suck about ADHD is it's so commonly associated with hyperactivity and just being hyper and over the top and energetic. And, you know, I think everybody has those phases in their life, at least when they're children and such. But, and look, even sometimes as an adult, sure, everybody can be a little hyper and insane. But overall, I'm like not a super high energy person. But because I also have fairly severe ADHD, people will sometimes assume that I'm just going to be like crazy and over the top. Sandra. Oh, Sandra, thank you. Yes, I am recording. And I think I even remembered on my own for once. So, you know, take a vacation, feel good. Okay, I'm probably not going to build any higher just yet because I'm not quite sure when the curvature should be starting. Oh, but I did just realize this needs to have switched by now. Hopefully I have enough of this on hand. I should. I watched so many Minecraft videos that I was jealous of all the stuff they do. So when I got Java, I was all in. I want to do it all. Hey, there you go. And you know, it takes practice. Like, one thing you got to remember, Calica, is think of how good I am, which is not that good, and realize the fact I've been playing since alpha, right? I've been playing this game for 15 years. There's absolutely a skill ceiling, or like you just like need a lot of practice, like a lot of practice to get really good at Minecraft. And also, it's important to point out when people are trying to get good at the game is that there's a lot of ways to play the game. You know, Looney could never do the coding stuff that I can do in Minecraft because I've spent a lot more time on it than he has. And likewise, he spent a lot more time on survival than I have. Like, this is my first serious survival world in many years, like on my own. And even beyond that, like SMPs and such, you know, I don't do those very often, and I certainly don't go very far. I'm a chronic early gamer. So, yeah, you just practice makes perfect, which, you know, probably know. Gameplay is slow. It took me 2,500 days to get to the dragon and about 10 deaths before I beat it. That's rough. But hey, you beat it, you know? That's the important part. You beat it. Joanne, thank you for sending that clip. I see that in Discord. Thank you. Pause. Is it a bridge? Yeah, Nala. We are working on a bridge because this gap is getting really annoying. My stuff is all in that jungle temple right there, and then I'm building a base here, and every time I need to cross, I've been jumping into the water and swimming, and it's a huge hassle. So no more of that. Okay, no zombie horses up here tonight, right? None of that. Because I don't have any arrows this time. Be real unfortunate. There is a zombie. Okay, okay, sleep. You giving me stress. I do find that there's actually advantages to being a mediocre player as a content creator. Is it raises the stakes, right? You know, it makes a bit of an underdog story. Like, oh, I don't know, is this guy actually going to be good enough to do this thing that some players can do easily, but he can't, and that's what matters right now. Like, if I go fight 5 withers, the odds of me surviving, very low. But if I fight 1 wither, I can probably do it. Give me full netherite and a bunch of golden apples. I identify with chronic early gamer. Right, yeah. I've beaten the dragon many times, but how far I go beyond the dragon, not very far. I don't even need this. It bothers me that it's still there and it needs to go. Okay, the actual reason I came up here is to start figuring out this. Make sure I get lined up correctly. Okay. That is kind of tough to line up. Okay. So it's like that, I think. Sorry, I know this is like silly and bad content to just be sitting here trying to line up, but it's so much better than being 1 block off. Yes, okay. Probably 1 down, actually. And then 1, 2, 3. Yep. Oh, I've made this annoying. Okay. Yeah. I'm old, but I'm not a quitter. Hey, there you go. Yeah, Ring of Fire ADHD is very unpredictable. What are we talking about? Ring of Fire ADHD. If this is a real thing, I have no idea what it is. You know what? I need a little bit more stone bricks. Probably gonna need to make some cracked and maybe some mossy ones, but this will do for now. We can go back and detail it a little bit more later. Oh, see, okay, I gotta figure out how I'm gonna do this archway. It does to me kind of read like it might. Okay, no, what we can do for now is just go ahead and do the top. And I'm gonna have to do this annoyingly, where I'm gonna have to break blocks quite frequently. Actually, maybe we do immediately jump to 3. Right, so I'm doing 2, 3, and then probably another 3. Or no, we'll even go 4 because I do not want a very strong arch to this. I just want kind of a mild one. Do you think he will remember next time? I think that's a good archway. Four, and then we can go up again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now I'm thinking we go to the other side. How's that looking? That's pretty good. I think maybe we'll go like up one and that will be just flat from there. Hey guys, I actually have the starts of a... Oh, could you imagine? I thought about just yeeting myself off. I don't think that would kill me, but it would hurt real bad. That would be such a stupid way to die. Oh my god. So we all know construction is a dangerous business. Gotta be careful. Okay, we also gotta make sure we start on the same elevation. I'm not opposed to building up the terrain a little bit on this side and working on the terrain. So, where is halfway? Okay, so probably a couple blocks ahead of me. That's where this needs to be. Shoot, you know what? To do this right, I really need to figure out how many blocks. I've made this hard on myself. Okay. Because what I realized is if I want this to be symmetrical, I've got to count how far off on this side and make sure it matches on this side too. So let me go do that real quick. My kid thinks it's funny I play Minecraft. He doesn't play anymore. He's moved on. It's so funny. Okay, yeah, there's a stereotype that kids go through phases, right? From the ages of like 4 to 9, they love Minecraft. And they hit about 10, 11, and suddenly Minecraft's a baby game. And you know, so you're playing all your teenager games like Fortnite or Call of Duty or whatever the kids are playing these days. And then you hit about like 16 to 18. And life starts getting a little bit more complicated, and you're not looking necessarily for excitement as much as you are relaxation. And then Minecraft comes crawling back into your psyche. Is, oh, hey, that really calm, nice game you can play. What Y is the other side? I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to figure that out. That's the easy part. I gotta figure out the distance here. Okay. So, which chord are we on? We're facing on the x-axis. We start 961. And I do have a water bucket on me, so I can do this. Not really. Okay, it's fine. I can just do this. And then this is 983. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Math with the coordinates. Exactly, Sandra, you're on it. Oh, it's one of you. Gross. Get out of here. Dude, these dudes got so much health, it's crazy. Oh! Hey, I want that Nautilus shell. Any more? Oh my god, there's somebody drowned right now. Okay, give me the Nautilus shell. And I don't need to fight you guys. I no longer care. I got a cool prize and then suddenly you all stopped seeming worth it. We might actually be like getting pretty close to the amount of Nautilus shells necessary for a conduit, which is very exciting because that is the probably the hardest part. of making a conduit. I think we need 8, and I think we have like 4 or 5. So we're getting there. Yeah, I should just like properly eat. Good call, Nala. You will watch Minecraft videos with me. Hey, well, Minecraft videos. See, even when I like, there was a phase I went through later teen years as well, where I stopped playing Minecraft, and even then, I would watch some Minecraft. I was such an avid Captain Sparkles watcher. Oh my god, I watched for probably the first 13 years of his career. I watched every single, and I do mean every single video Captain Sparkles put out. I was obsessed. I still watch him sometimes, but his content's changed. My tastes have changed, you know. People grow up, all that good stuff, but golly, man. Captain Sparkles, what a guy. That is probably one of my few true bucket list items, is to work with Sparkles at some point. And it's a lofty goal. Not because, like, you know, Sparkle's like at the top of his game or anything, but just because he's like, he's kind of a private person, you know. Everybody kind of knows him. And I think he likes his privacy. Let's see. Okay, hold on. 22 blocks. So I need to go 22 blocks further away, which would be, what is, I can't, brain no work. 1005? 1005, I'm pretty sure is right. Okay, I'm gonna be so Gen Z right now. What is 983 plus 22?
Is 1005.
I was right. I just needed a calculator to confirm it before I committed to anything. Worst part is I'm not even, I don't, wait, am I Gen Z? What, oh gosh, what is the gen right below millennial? It's Gen Z, right? I'm pretty sure. I'm technically Gen Z, but oh my god, I'm like barely Gen Z. It's like ridiculous. I'm in that lovely generation, which is like of the age of like 26 to 31 right now, where we're not quite millennials, we're not quite Gen Z. And yeah, nobody wants to take ownership of us. Dude, you had to use a calculator. Oh yeah, Calakai. Yes, Calakai. No, you come from the generation before calculators in school and basic arithmetic. Just like instantly, I did the basic arithmetic, right? I was right. I had to check it. Had to check it. Okay, so let's see. We need to be 1005. So just a little bit further, this block. And then this is the easy part because I can just do this number and go, what elevation is this at? Or what elevation is it at? 90. Okay. There we go. And just like that. Okay. So we go 2 to begin with. Well, we go 3 so we can build up. Then we do 3, which is actually 4 so we can build up. Yeah. 4, and then we go 5. Well, we got to do 5 so we can build up. Lurking, but always watching. I made my son learn times tables, and I did learn times tables, Calica. I did. I just, I don't. The problem is, like, I had very strong basic arithmetic skills. I think a lot of people did at one point. The problem is, there's almost no scenario as an adult where it's ever made sense for me to not do it with a calculator, other than super quick basic arithmetic, like basic addition, like what I just did. And I did do it in my head. I just wanted to verify. But now it's at the point where I use a calculator so often that I don't trust my basic arithmetic skills, even if they are still there. Okay, I've actually gone too many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My son didn't learn times tables in brick and mortar. I'm mortified. Brick and mortar. I'm not sure I get that reference. Need to reclaim these stone bricks. He didn't need a reminder. Sandra, I'm doing my best. It might be one of those days where I have the ability to remember. We'll see. But I promise you, tomorrow will come and my brain will be very broken. Shape is like coming along. I think this tree makes it feel wrong, but this is off by a block, isn't it? I checked the elevation. How could it be wrong? It's 5. Or wait, is it? Hold on. Is this at the right elevation? No, it's off by a block. Doggone it. All right. I get it, Josh. I grew up when we were told we wouldn't always have a calculator. Right. And it's a conversation as old as time. Like, let's be real. We've been it has been a conversation about the education system for decades at this point about whether people should be allowed to use calculators. Like, people still ask it today. And there's still validity to the question, because, like, at the end of the day, sometimes you might need math and sometimes you might have a dead phone, you know? Like, it is hard to say that you will always have a calculator available, because just because you've always had one now doesn't mean you will have one when it matters. Reclaiming some blocks, if that's not obvious. It's not a lot of blocks. We're gonna need some more stone bricks, so I probably should go over and smelt some more real quick. How's my stream going? Going good. We're just working on this bridge. Unfortunately, I built that side off by a block, so I'm working on correcting that now, but we also need more stone bricks. I hear a trident. All right, quick pause. Oh, it seems we got a trident man down there. Gonna have to dive deep to actually fight him, but Maybe it's our lucky day. Come on, you know you wanna. Okay, I need... Ow. It's so annoying. He's so deep. Okay, let me heal up a little. All right, final hit. Come on. Okay, okay, too much, too much. Not ideal. Got a little sloppy. Let's be careful. Okay. Too many drowns. Let's get our health back up before we try to fight him again. Also, the sun is setting, which is not my preference. Little sketch. I create everything to match your style, and I'd love to show you. Oh, a budget-friendly artist. Slide into my DMs. I don't know if I'm looking for that right now, just because, like, you know, budget tight. But, like, I'll see what you got, you know? Yeah, hit me up on Discord. All right. See if we can put an end to this. All right, we're gonna go in full air. All right, enough. How much health do you have? It's crazy. It's actually crazy. You're nuts. There we go. And you didn't even drop the trident. You suck. This was so dangerous for no good reason. I'm over it. Absolutely ruined my shield. I need to grab a new one. How's my armor? It's like, okay. Get the music back. Well, that was very eventful. See, this is why I need the diamond armor, because if I didn't have the diamond armor, that I would have probably died in that first conflict, because it got a little sloppy. Ooh, yeah, armor is starting to get a little frosty. I mean, we got diamonds. We're good in that department. But oh yeah, I needed a bit more stone bricks. So, did I have any more smelting? No. Okay, I think I'm gonna need... Okay, no, I still got a little bit more cobblestone. Yes, you can show me your work on Discord. You gotta, like, get into my Discord, link in the description, and then DM me directly there. Yeah, and no promises, just like, yeah. Let's see. We will most likely be ending stream fairly shortly. I want to at least get this top way done, maybe the underside as well. Okay, that should be enough, at least to get things corrected. See, this is why, again, for those who haven't been seeing things, this is exactly why we're building this bridge, because the process of crossing over this is quite a hassle. It will be, and once I get started on actual starter base, it will be very nice to have a proper path between here and this jungle temple, which is serving as my, like, home at the moment. All right. Now the problem I am seeing is I can't remember if I've already raised this a block. I don't think I have. Let me think. Okay, let's check. That is correct. So, man, I would love to know how I went wrong. 3, and then 4. One, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, let's go ahead and clean up the underside. Yeah, Luna, I can go ahead and accept. Hold on. Well, you should be able to send it to me. Like, I got my DMs open, but sure. Okay, it's definitely on the right level now. Is this 5? 1, 2. I swear that is 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. Go up one more. Then we will go ahead and build straight across. And I do think we're a couple blocks shy, unfortunately, but there should be a bunch to reclaim underneath. Well, most likely, the way things are looking, we'll probably be picking this up on Thursday, which is just fine. I wasn't recording for that little bit, but... Ah, dang it, it happened. Sandra's fault. Sandra didn't remind me this time. It's okay. It's a very small amount. It won't make any meaningful difference to the video or the time lapse. I think that arch is looking solid. Yeah, that's about right, isn't it? Feels like the setup for a pretty, like, good bridge. Honestly, maybe I should have gone a tad wider. And I guess it's not necessarily too late to. Let's get up there and take a look before we... Because if we're going to change it, now is the time. All right, chat, what do you think? So we're looking at about a three block wide walking path. We can put guardrails on this so it doesn't feel super dangerous or anything. will, like, from this perspective, will that look too small? The other option is just to add a block on each side, which we're going to add probably some leaves, like, as a trim around the outside. So it's going to look wider anyway. I'm not gonna widen the post because I just don't want to. It's too much work. I don't think it's gonna be worth it. But oh, there's actually some bricks over there I would like to reclaim. Dang. One, two, three, four, five, six. Go ahead and record these 5 blocks. It's not easy to make it wider later, which is why I'm saying that. But I totally, like, I could if I really needed to. It's a little skinny. I think I feel good enough about the shape as it is. Calica. I think I feel good enough about this because also, again, it will look a little wider once we put some greenery on it and such. Yeah, we can try widening a bit later if we need to. Got the good old UHCG music playing. Gotta love it. Okay. Now let's mimic it on this side or on that side. Actually, maybe sleep first. Well, it is a starter base, but honestly, I don't know what starter base is going to be in this capacity, right? This could be my base for like a long time. I'm not sure I have any intention to build a bigger base. For like the initial series of this world. Like you know, completing the bucket list. That's going to be like the initial series of this project. And I'm not sure I'm going to do more than that. I'm not sure this is going to have a bigger base in the immediate. Like, this world will continue even beyond that. In theory, as long as I don't die, but yeah, I'm not sure about a bigger base. Because this is honestly, this is a huge starter base. Like, I've definitely gone a bit overboard. Not bitten off necessarily more than I can chew, but certainly I got to take my time to chew it. Thank you for the reminder. The stream's not over yet, but I will try to raid. Won't be able to raid today. I'm gonna have to go. That is totally fair, Calica. Okay. That is that. Looks pretty good, I think. Only thing we got to do is kind of figure out how we're going to do these lines. I don't think I can reach that from here, can I? Or can I just? Nope. Darn. Let me do this then. Oh, wait, I can circle back around. Have a great rest of your day. Oh, Calica, you're heading out? Yeah, see you later. Thanks for being here, Calica. Well, you know what, guys? The more I think about it, actually, might be a good stopping point, because Next step would be to trace out these lines, and then we can start filling it all in. But honestly, do we need to do that right now? That's going to take a while. The stream kind of needs to go ahead and end, so I think it will go ahead and end. Thank you all for being here. It's been a wonderful day of hardcoring. We will be back on Thursday. Hold on, I got a bridge time lapse 1. We'll be back on Thursday finishing up this bridge. I think Good Shot will finish it next, or on Thursday. No guarantees, but we will pick up probably exactly where we left off. So I'll see y'all soon. Thank you for being here. Thanks for chilling, and I'll see you later. Bye. Raid. We're raiding. For those on Twitch, don't go anywhere. Who are we raiding? Oh my god, I could not have remembered that anymore last minute. Yes, don't go anywhere, because there's a lot of wonderful people, and you don't need to go. Like, if you still want to watch some streams, I will curate a wonderful choice for your next stream. Let's show some love to Shauna Jade. All right, hold on. I am still bad at Twitch. Hold on. That work? I think that worked. Yes. Cool. We're raiding. Goodbye, everyone. Stay on Twitch to go raid Shauna. Bye.